Alright, it's Lyric here with Lassiter Productions. Got a special guest here with us today, ForeverJabron. What's going on, man?
What's good? What's good?
Glad to have you here today.
Thank you for having me.
But shit, before we go into the music, let's talk about who is Jabron. ForeverJabron.
ForeverJabron. I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina. Independent artist. Just a nigga with a dream.
Yeah. How long you been rapping?
On a serious note, like trying to make a career out of it, probably since like 2013, but like in general, just working on the craft, like 2007, 2008, just had like started it for fun, and then it just stuck with me.
Yeah. So you started rapping when you was younger. Was that like the first passion you had, or was you into other things before then?
Actually, I started off drawing. Nah, even before that, video games. I was heavy on the video games. That's the only thing I cared about. Like, and then drawing, and then I played the drums for a little bit. So it was always kind of like something creative outside of like video games. But that was that.
Okay. And so you think music is what you're gonna be doing for the rest of your life, or is it a segue into something bigger?
No, I definitely think it's like this is it. Just because, like, regardless of how many times I try to get away from it, I always get drawn back to it. And then, like, when I'm not making music, it be tearing me apart.
Okay. So we're gonna talk about your latest project, Broken Halos. Where'd you get the inspiration for that?
I actually had the title for a couple of years, and I was just like, whenever I get the chance to sit down with a producer and make something from scratch, like that's gonna be the name of it. And really, Broken Halos is just, it's more of a meaning, or not even a meaning, it's more of an idea. So like, you know, like however you believe, when you go to heaven, you get a halo, and then like a halo represents like, you know, you did your job, you did good. So like to me, the light inside the halo is like all the good that you did, and that's what makes it shine. So like Broken Halos is like me sharing my light.
Okay. What's your favorite song on there?
Favorite song? Honestly, it changed. It be changing like from time to time, but like right now at this moment, I think Flavor and Suede Feelings is probably like, those are my favorites right now.
Top 2 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I fuck with that Suede Feelings.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
That Embedded All, bro.
That's been growing on me. I didn't like not like it, but I didn't like it as much as I like the rest of the songs. But it's definitely been growing on me lately.
I like it. It has a different sound to it sonically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it sounds different than your other verses and your songs and all that, so.
Oh no, definitely, yeah. That's one thing I was trying to make sure I do is just like step outside like my comfort zone and just like tap into like let myself be as creative as possible.
Yeah. Okay. So on Suede Feelings, you said, how you tell me you love life but you hate living? Explain that more.
So, you know, some people just be like, you know, they happy and they put on the front like, oh yeah, you know, it's good out here, da 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 da. And then like they complain about everything in life. It's just like, you can't really be truly happy if you complain about everything. Like, and legit, you don't have to have everything to be happy. It's just, I feel like it's a level of appreciation you gotta have. Like, we blessed with another day. Like, we blessed with the chance to have problems. Like, we blessed to solve problems, have problems. Like, it's just all a blessing. So you can't be on both sides of it. You can, but like, you just gotta appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause it's like you gotta balance.
That makes perfect sense. Okay, so we're in 2022 right now. What's your plans for this year?
This year, by the time this out, I probably already done announced it. I just signed a distribution deal with Equity Distribution. They got some strong family ties. All I can say is like do the research and you see who they is. It's a real good company.
Okay, congrats, man.
Thank you.
I know you've been grinding for a minute. You definitely deserve it.
Yeah, man. What? Appreciate it. It's been a minute. Definitely dropping some visuals. I want to put out another project this year, but I don't know if it's gonna be like a full-length project or an EP. But I'm definitely like about to drop some music, like a whole lot of music this year.
Okay. Any features you got in mind?
Features. My nigga Will Wildfire. We worked on some shit in the past. We just ain't been able to like put like 2 and 2 together. I definitely gotta like go ahead and finish up working with something with him. And
tap in, Will.
Let's see. It's a lot of people right now, but that's the first one off the bat just cause like, I don't know. I always had the access to get a feature from the homie, but I felt like it was certain prerequisites that I wanted to hit first before like I reached out and like did that. And like now I feel like I'm ready and it makes sense on both sides.
Yeah. Kind of get your own fan base, you know what I'm saying? Get your own groove going before you try to...
Yeah, just get a momentum.
Yeah.
So I can bring something to the table.
Hell yeah. So in this rap game, hip hop, whatever you want to call it, you got any competition? Or anybody you think is competition?
Nah, there's definitely some people that's out there that's nice, but I don't even look at nobody as competition. I just recognize talent and I appreciate it, and then I just push myself to like progress. Like if I run into somebody that's better than me, I acknowledge that, but I'm gonna work so they don't be better than me that much longer. And everybody like their own person too and stuff like that. So like I ain't really compete with nobody, but it's a competitive thing. Like I want to be the best at what I do. So like that's what I'm gonna put forth every time. And like to be the best, you gotta be better than the best.
Exactly. I always see it. My biggest competition, my only competition is myself.
Nah, for real.
Saying I see talented people and get motivated by them, but I don't see nobody as competition besides myself, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's the way it gotta be, cause like if you compare yourself to other people, like comparison is the thief of joy.
Exactly. You're digging your own grave. Well, shit. Let's talk about this performance at the Greensboro Coliseum, man. We had Rod Wave, Boosie, Lil Baby, everybody out there. How you feel performing?
Man, that shit was crazy, cause honestly, before I got on stage, I was backstage rehearsing, like practicing, cause I'm big on like practicing, cause like it definitely makes a difference. So I was just backstage practicing in the green room. All the openers was back there, or whatever. And so like, when I stepped on stage, I just felt like I was ready for it. Not even felt like it, I knew I was ready for it, cause I had prepared for it. So it didn't even feel no different than me stepping on stage at like local spots or like spots in different states and stuff. It was just like...
He was already in his own kind of...
Yeah, and like, I had been waiting for that moment too, so like, I was prepared for it. That was like the biggest thing right there. Like, I was just prepared for it. So when I got up there, I was just like, I'm home. And then it was in Greensboro, and I'm from Greensboro, so that that shit just made it like that much better.
Yeah. So the moments before getting on stage and the moments right after, was it a big change in how you was feeling? Like, were you nervous before, and then after it was like, okay, I did it, what's next? Or were you still as excited?
I was like, I wasn't even nervous. I was happy as hell for real. Like, I was like, I just couldn't do nothing but smile, because when I stepped out there, and then like, you know, when you opening for acts and stuff like that, sometimes like the Coliseums and shit, they don't be as packed. Yeah. Like obviously just because like niggas be on nigga time, and then people be rolling in and stuff like that. And then some people just prioritize certain stuff. Like for some people, it's not as important to catch the opening acts as it is the whole show. But when I stepped out there, it was like, I want to say like 40% like filled up.
That's dope, man.
So like it was cool, because I had somebody that kind of tried to like low-key downplay what I was doing. They was just like, I mean, that's cool you opening, but it's only gonna be a couple of hundred people out there. It really ain't gonna be that many people. And like, I never let nobody like opinions and stuff affect how I feel, but you still hear it.
I mean, at the end of the day, they looking at the wrong thing. The point of the matter is, you on that big stage, one of the biggest stages, if not the biggest stage in Greensboro, and it's like, you gotta appreciate that moment.
Nah, definitely. And I learned too, like, especially recently, it's really not even about the numbers. Like, that's one thing, like, cause I've been working on my relationship with God, and like, one thing he keeps telling me is just like, don't even worry about the numbers. Like, whoever's supposed to hear you, gonna hear you, and whoever's supposed to see you, gonna see you.
Exactly. Amen to that. Well, going back to preparation, you said you rehearse and all that before shows.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your process in preparing? preparing?
So I just went full time with music, but before I went full time, I was at work. Like even when I'm at work, I'm going over the verses a cappella. I'm riding in my car like on breaks, a cappella, playing the music, singing along. Damn, I get home, take a shower, eat. Damn, I'm running in the living room just practicing like I got a mic in my hand. And then like I just started going to the studio I record at is Soul Labs in Greensboro. That's home right there. And you can run out a session and like practice live. So then I go there and practice live. But like what I do when I go there, I put the show on loop, and then I just keep going and keep going and keep going until I'm out of breath. And then basically for me that just built like the endurance, and it helped me like realize like whenever I'm performing, because there be times like you might run out of breath or something like that, and you gotta like learn how to like deal with it.
Yeah,
so like that's what. Yeah, so that's why I like just keep it going back to back to back to back, and I make sure I give like as much energy as I can, because like the way you practice is the way you're gonna perform.
I like that. Yeah, practice is everything, man. So you did the Coliseum, and then what? A few days later, or the next day, you opened up for the Dreamville Fest.
Yeah, so it was like the official Dreamville Festival independent show in Raleigh at Lincoln Theater. That shit was cool. It was packed out. I ran into like a lot of people that I had wanted to meet. And it was a conference beforehand too. So like just in that conference, I was able to like network with some people, ask some questions and stuff like that. Like it was real helpful. I was tired as hell, but I was there.
Okay. So what questions would Jabron need to know? You know what I'm saying? What would you ask? I feel like you got the game on lock right now.
I'm still figuring it out. So like one of the questions was I had asked about like what's the pros and cons to a distribution deal, because obviously like I'm in one, so I want to like learn as much as I can about it on the good side and bad side to make sure that I make the best of the situation. Yeah. Then marketing, building relationships with like people like DJs, A&Rs, personalities, and just learning like different aspects of the game. And then also like staying consistent, because like as an artist in these times, the way things are set up, it's almost like we feel like we got to keep pushing music and stuff like that. But even outside of music, there's different ways to stay consistent. And so I've been working on tapping into like all those different ways. That way I don't burn myself out in like one lane, because we all get tired eventually.
That is true. We only human. So you was talking about like tapping in with DJs and all that. I see you already got a team. What's the benefits of having a team?
It helped for real.
And who is in your team?
So like right now, unofficially, I got like people that support me, and we transform it into like a team. But my sister, man, Amarisha, she be like as many shows she can get to out of state when she with me. She going, damn, she helping pass out flyers, she helping sell CDs, damn, she coming up with like marketing ideas and like helping with promo.
That's dope. Shout out to her.
My producer Kevo, damn, not only does he produce like all my shit now, man, the knowledge he has like on the music industry and everything just be like out of this world. It definitely, like the conversations with him and stuff definitely played a big part in like this transition that I've made, because I definitely feel like I'm a whole different artist since like we've been able to chop it up and stuff like that. And it's crazy because like when we ran into each other, I was about to stop making music and he was about to stop making beats. So that shit was just like crazy. Yeah, that shit was crazy as hell, because I was just like, I've been looking for you. And he was just like, I've been looking for you. But like we had met each other, but like we didn't click off right away. And then like a couple years later, I was looking for a good producer. He was looking for a serious artist. So like we weren't literally looking for each other, but like we was looking for each other. And like I was an assistant general manager at the time at Burger King, and he had came in, he asked about an application, and then just so happened he knew the general manager, and I was like, shit, that's the homie. And then I was like, he was like, bro, I know you. And then niggas just started chopping it up, and it was just like, oh shit. And And then ever since then, it's been clockwork.
Look at God.
Man, look at God.
That's
Then like the homie Viva, he not like, I wouldn't say he not a part of the team, but like, cause we ain't had that conversation yet. But he just be like so involved and so looking out, man. Like he done gave me so many chances and opportunities just to like put my music and like showcase my talents. That like he always welcome. It's like it's gonna always be love, and like I'm gonna always be involved with what he got going on and like support, just because like the things he helped and the conversations and stuff, he ain't got to do it, and it's like a blessing. My homie Meech, we've been like cool since for like 4 or 5 years, but we really ain't had too many chances to like actually work together. But we getting a chance now, and he's sick with the camera. Like he's a problem. Like at the Coliseum, he had 2 cameras on him. He taking videos, taking pictures, and then as soon as we got off stage, he cleaned up some pictures, sent them to me. He sent some clips to me for promo. He was just like, that man is amazing. And then like he acting stuff too, but he just all around anything to do with a camera. That man is like, is magic. And then it's other people too, like some people I can't even name, but they definitely play a big part in just in like conversations, believing in me, because that was like the biggest thing right there. Because man, when you got some people that believe in you, that shit just changed everything for real. Especially when they believe in you the way you believe in yourself. Damn, that shit be hella clutch. And then of course like the homies that make music, like my homie Tunde, my homie Jock, he played the drums. Tunde rap, damn, Jock played the drums. My nigga Marcellus Davis, man, that's the nigga that got me nice with mixing and shit like that, like, and just conversations as well too. Like that's the homie. All of them is the homies for real. And my homie Trey, that nigga is like sick with the hooks and shit like that. He actually just started getting into music more than just the writing side, so like he gonna be pushing some shit out soon, and like that we got some shit together, and that shit is tough. I know I'm forgetting somebody, but like I'm not forgetting them on purpose. But yeah, it's just people like that's just involved, that's real close by, and that shit just make a difference for real.
That's dope. I was about to say, having people to support you, that takes a lot of pressure off you in a way. I mean, you still gotta come here and put the work in, but just knowing that you got a support system helps out in some kind of way mentally.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, having a team is always the route to take.
Oh yeah, and music is a team sport too. That's one thing I've come to realize more and more recently. Like, it's a team sport, and the experience is literally for everybody. Like, it's not just for the artist. Like, the experience is like everybody, because like something can be like life changing. It can affect everybody in a different way, but like it still be a good way. But I've really come to learn like the experience is for everybody. And they're not just trying to help me experience it. They're also trying to experience things on themselves. Well, not on themselves. They're trying to experience things themselves. Well, I don't know. It's a beautiful thing.
I know exactly what you mean. Like,
yeah.
say like you become super famous and you got an entourage and shit. Like, they're living that life with you.
Yeah.
But y'all seeing it through your own eyes, experiencing different things. But yeah. So I forgot to mention, man, you went to Texas, right? South by Southwest.
Yes, sir.
How was that?
Man,
Yeah,
so
you been performing, bro. Every time I turn around, you got a good show, bro.
hey, I'm trying to make some shape.
Yeah.
My thing right now, I'm trying to put all the pieces together. But South by Southwest was crazy. It's actually even crazier too, cause like the way that all that came about. So like when I was working, I ain't never really called out. I had been late a couple of times and shit like that, but I ain't never called out. But this one day, I think it was a Thursday. It's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was mine for a minute. I was like,
oh, it was probably mine. Yeah. But this one day, it was a Thursday, and I got up. Me and my sister go to the gym at 5 in the morning and shit. So I went to the gym, came home, showered, ate some breakfast, damn, got dressed for work, put on my boots and everything, because I was a supervisor at a steel fabrication place, and like, so I was a supervisor and I drove trucks, like 18-wheelers every now and then whenever they needed like extra help. And I was just in the mirror and I was just like, yo, I'm tired. So I hit up my job. I was just like, yo, I'm tired. It's been a whole lot going on between like, work and music and stuff like that, and I just need to rest. So like, they was cool with it because I don't never call out of work. So like, I stayed home, went to sleep. When I woke up, damn, I had got the information about like performing at South by Southwest, and damn, that's when Jarrell Carter from Equity Distribution had reached out to me, because I had like hit them up a long ass time ago, and I did a follow up, and then like just so happened like the pieces connected, and he got in contact with me. But all that happened in one day, and I was just like, man. What was even crazier about it was like I had been praying to God. I was just like, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, give me some guidance, like show me something. I had been fasting and praying and stuff, and I was just waiting for an answer so I could know what to do. And then at that moment, when all that happened, I was just like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Because like sometimes we all need reassurance and guidance, like forever gonna need guidance. Yeah. But like with that reassurance, I was just like, all right, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
That's dope, man. Everything worked out. Congratulations again, man.
Thank you.
So how has COVID affected you personally?
COVID, man, it's actually been crazy because at first I didn't realize how it was affecting me. Of course, like, when it all started and shit, everybody's job was tripping, so like it hit niggas financially. But then just it started to fuck with you mentally too, just cause like every little thing that they saying that's a COVID symptom, it's like some common cold shit, and then you listening to like society, and then like some people over exaggerate, and then some people not appreciate like being aware of it enough. So I don't know, it's just mixed feelings. And like, it's a different experience. We ain't never been through nothing like this. And especially too, because I remember seeing it like on Twitter at the top of my Twitter feed, and it was just like COVID before it even hit over here. And I was just like, damn, that shit crazy. And I tried to like mute that shit because I was just like, all right, I'm tired of seeing this shit. But it was from a good place. Yeah. But that's because that shit was like at the top of Twitter, like they put that there. Yeah. But then that shit hit, and I was just like, damn. It just made me realize like how real shit was. Like I had already knew, there's problems in the world and shit like that. But then that shit hit, and then that shit changed a lot of shit. I had some family get real sick from it. I actually had COVID, and that shit put me down.
Yeah.
All the way down.
Did you know it was COVID when you got it, or?
Nah. Nah, so I didn't even know, damn. That shit was crazy, because I did the, dang, what was that? I did the Super Gremlin freestyle, and like, at the time, I had COVID, but I didn't know it. But I knew something was wrong, because like when I was recording, like that shit was kicking my ass, and I was just like, and the way I write my verses, I write my breaths and stuff in there. Like I make sure I leave time to breathe, just in case. Like I write it with the intent of like, one day I'm gonna perform this. Like even if I spit it a cappella, so I'm like, all right, let me make sure I write it to where I can breathe but still keep it dope and shit. So I was just like, damn, this shit kicking my ass. And I shot the little video and shit in my room, and I was just like, man, this shit still kicking my ass. So I was having problems sleeping and shit, cause like I had started coughing real bad. So I was like, all right, it ain't nothing. It was the weekend, so I was like, it ain't nothing. And then the next day, damn, I was coughing up like mucus and blood, and I was just like, all right, and I couldn't sleep. So I was like, well, let me take my ass to the hospital. Get to the hospital and shit. I'm like, it ain't shit. It's just probably some shit. They're like, you got COVID? I was like, fuck. And it's crazy because like, I don't really like be around too many people. I don't really be doing shit. So that shit was just like, I was like, how the fuck this shit happened?
Exactly. Yeah, I remember I called it. It was before they even knew what COVID was. They told me I had the flu. Mm-hmm. Next month, they were talking about COVID everywhere. I was like, man, that wasn't no damn flu. I had COVID, brother.
That niggas just trying to sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
Now, I know a couple people that got hit with that shit too before it got like official. And I remember they was down in like, they was like in the hospital and everything, or like couldn't get up and move and shit. And like that shit was different.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to everybody that lost somebody.
Indeed.
Everybody that died, you know what I'm saying? So this COVID shit real out here.
Nah, it really is.
Yeah, I only got a few more questions for you, man. I ain't gonna hold you up. I know you're a busy man. So what you think about that Will and Chris situation?
Man.
At the Oscars. Will Smith and Chris Rock.
The way I try to look at things now, like, I just try to understand both sides. So like, I definitely understand like where Will was coming from, I can't say I fully agree with his actions, but like, it's hard to say until you in that situation, because like, none of us know what we do until we actually in that situation, and then like everything that was prior to that built up, you know.
Yeah.
But also like on like Chris Rock's side, I mean, I ain't really looked too deep into it, but like, he was just doing his job and shit. You know, that's part of being a comedian and being a host and shit, entertaining people, and he definitely could have went around that, possibly. I don't know if he was paid to say that or however the case may go, if he just felt like that was going to set the crowd on fire. But anytime you say anything about somebody, I feel like you always got to look at it like they might take that shit funny or they might take it as a problem. And that's not to say to like to censor what you're doing or nothing like that, but it's just like be mindful of others.
So if it was you and Will's situation, how would you have reacted?
I definitely would have like addressed the situation. I ain't really the one to like let shit get bigger than it need to be, but I definitely would have addressed it. I can't say if I would have addressed it then or later, but I definitely would have addressed it.
Okay. It's one of them situations you actually got to be there to know what to do.
Yeah. Cause I be trying to keep my peace too. Like I don't be trying to let like shit fuck up my energy.
Exactly. I'm with you on that, man. Well, shit. So we got this war going on right now, Russia and Ukraine. If y'all know what happened, Russia invaded Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? They were there bombing every damn thing. Shit is crazy right now. What's your thoughts on that?
I think honestly, it's gonna be a World War III.
You think it's gonna lead up to that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean,
it's inevitable at this point.
Thought, but it's one of them thoughts you want to keep in the back of your mind. Like,
yeah,
it's some ways to avoid it, but the way we going, yeah, I agree. And the funny thing about it is people over there dying and shit, like innocent people dying. And all you see on my news feed nowadays, people worry about the gas prices rising. And that just goes to show you where we at as humanity grows. Like, it's bad right now.
Man.
All over.
We really like blessed to like be able to dodge some situations that like other countries got to face and we don't even know it. But I'm just like, man, that shit coming. I hate to say it too. Like, I don't even wish like war upon us, because like, you know, it always comes to death and casualties, but I'm like, that shit coming.
Yeah, rest in peace to all the lost souls, man.
Definitely.
Hopefully they figure out a solution or something before it gets any worse. But yeah, man, it's good to have you here.
Again, thank you for having me.
Best in your career, in your life.
Likewise.
Hopefully we can do this again in the future.
Oh yeah, ain't no question about it.
Before we go, tell the people where to find you.
All right, so again, I go by the name of ForeverJabron. I'm from Greensboro, North Carolina. You can follow me everywhere at ForeverJabron, and my website is ForeverJabron.com. That's ForeverJabron.
And your music's available everywhere?
Music is available everywhere at ForeverJabron. It's all one name, ForeverJabron.
Cool, man. It's Lyric here with Lassiter Productions. Got ForeverJabron in the building.
Another one.
Thank you again, man.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Yes, sir. And we plugged in.